Hello again. Today we're going to learn lesson 5.3, use the distributive property to multiply. Oh, I love the distributive property. Remember that distribute means to give out. We did this in the last chapter. You're giving something out. So you're going to take that number and distribute it or give it out to the other parts of that number. All right. I'm going to pull up I'm going to pull this up. That is not what is on my screen right now. That's okay. Let me pull it up. I need to restart it. That's what I wanted you to see. All right, let me straighten this out. Okay, so distributive property, friends. I'm actually going to turn my board horizontally for today for this lesson. So if we're looking at 14, this is an I do, so just watch, friends. Just watch. 14 times 38. Remember when we did this last time? We did this. We drew a rectangle. We broke this 14 into 10 and 4. Remember that? Remember? Yeah, it's the same thing today, except now we have a 2-digit factor. So what are we going to do with that 2-digit? What do you think we should do? Normally we would write it right here. Well, if I write this right here, I don't know that I can mentally do 38 times 4. Remember, the whole purpose of this is to make it a little bit less difficult on me. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to write 30 and 8. I'm going to break apart the 38 as well. And then I can draw a line right here in the middle and my line over here. And remember, they kind of like it when you don't just draw right in the middle because 10 and 4 are not the same. And see how I made my 30 a little bigger than my 8? It's okay if you don't do that, but it might help you visualize. Okay, now I'm going to multiply. So there's a lot more going on here, but you can do it. Don't worry. Remember when we went like this and we said, we're going to meet in the middle. 30 times 10. Well, 3 times 1 is 3, and then I have 2 placeholder zeros. So I'll put 2 placeholder zeros there, right? And then over here we went meet in the middle. 3 times 4 is 12, and I have 1 placeholder zero, right? Remember that? Okay, so then I'm going to, let's see, I need another color. Let's go with orange. Same thing down here. I'm going to meet in the middle. So this one is 10 times 8, which gives me 80. And all the way over here, I'm going to use my green again because it's my favorite color. I'm going to do 8 times 4. 8 times 4 is 32. Now, remember, friends, we took the numbers, we broke them apart, we multiplied. What's the last step? We need to put them all back together again, like Humpty Dumpty, right? We broke them apart, we multiplied. It's time to put them all back together. And when we put them all back together, yes, we're going to add. So over here off to the side, I'm going to write 300 plus 120 plus 80 plus 32. Okay. Sometimes what I like to do is mentally I say, oh, well, 120 plus 80 is 200. And then maybe I would have written 200 here instead of those two numbers. But you don't have to do that. So in the ones place, I have 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 2, which equals 2. In the tens place, 0 plus 2 plus 8 is 10. 11, 12, 13. I put the 3 here, carry the 1. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 1 is 5. So this product is 532. Now they tell you to use estimation to check, so I can do that. If I had 10 times, this would round to 40. 10 times 40 would be 400. And is that close to 532? Kind of. So in this case, I'm not really sure the estimation to check is helping me. But if I got an answer like 5,320, then I would say, whoa, that is not at all close to 400, which is my estimate. All right. Let's pick up our markers and let's see if we can do one together. Okay, so let's look at 24 times 16. And let's draw a rectangle. I know, remember sushi rule. Some of you are looking at this going, what is she talking about? This is madness. And yes, and when you show this to your parents later tonight, they're going to say the same thing. Madness. And you're going to say, sushi rule, Mrs. Meucci says, we have to try everything 3 times before we can declare we no longer like it. And so we're going to try this today. And I urge you to try it because you might like it. Some of you liked it last time we did it and you went, whoa, this makes so much more sense to me. and that's great. So remember, after today, if you don't like this method, you don't have to use this method on the test. You can use one of the other strategies, and I will show you the other strategies tomorrow. Okay? So here we go. I'm going to break 24 into 20 and 4, and I'll break 16 into 10 and 6. Now, does it matter if I put the 10 here and the 6 here? No, it wouldn't matter because it doesn't matter the order. But it does matter that I break them apart into 10s and 1s. All right, let me draw my lines inside my rectangle. Now we're ready. Are you ready? I think you might need another minute. Go ahead, finish your drawing. I'll wait. I'll do a wait dance. I can hear Riley telling me, no, Mrs. Meucci, no, that's not cool. What can I say? All right, here we go. We're going to meet in the middle. 10 times 20. Well, 1 times 2 is 2. And how many placeholder zeros? 1, 2. So 1, 2 zeros. All right. Now we're going to meet in the middle. Meet in the middle. 4 times 10. Oh, I know that one. 40. Now let's go down here and do this one. 20 times, meet in the middle, 6. Well, 6 times 2 is 12. And how many placeholder zeros do I have? 1. Good. All right. How about the last one? Well, we're going to multiply 4 times, meet in the middle. 4 times 6 is 24. All right, last step. We broke them apart. We multiplied. What do we do last? Put them back together. You got it. All right, so off to the side here, I'm going to write 200 plus 120. And does it matter which order I write these in? No, it does not, because of the commutative property. Tells me that the order in which I add does not change the sum. So let's add 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 4 is 4. 0 plus 2 is 2, plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. 2 plus 1 is 3. So the product of 24 times 16 is 384. All right, let's do another one. Erase your board. Here we go. Let's do 52 times 45. Go ahead and write that on your board. Draw your rectangle. Now, what's the first thing we're going to do here? Some people want to put the 45 up top. That's fine. If you want to put the 52 here and the 45 here, remember the order doesn't matter as long as you break them apart the right way. So let's do 52 breaks into 50 and 2. Good. And 45 breaks into 40 and 5. And I can draw my lines. Great. All right. Are you good? Now, we're going to meet in the middle. 40 times 50. Well, 4 times 5. Don't get tricked on this. 4 times 5 is 20. All right. Now, how many placeholder zeros do I need? I need 1, 2 placeholder zeros. And this is where people get tricked. They maybe only wrote 1 0 because they thought, well, I already have a 0. But that 0 was part of the 20. It was not a placeholder 0. So you need to be careful. Don't be tricked by that. All right. Now we're going to do 40 times 2. Meet in the middle is 4 times 2 is 8. And I have 1 placeholder 0. All right. Let's do 5 times 50. Meet in the middle. 5 times 5 is 25. And how many placeholder zeros do I have? 1. Great. Last one. 5 times meet in the middle. 2 is 10. All right, I broke them apart. I multiplied. Now let's put them back together. You got it. Okay. 2,000. What I'm writing over here is everything in the box. So I wrote 2,000. Let me write 250. If that helps you to cross them out, 80 and 10. You could do that. Some people like to just add straight up and down. They like to say, well, this is 90 and this would have been 2,250. You could do it that way and then just add these two together. But I don't want to confuse you. So however it makes sense for you to add these, do it the way that makes sense to you, okay? 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 5 plus 8. 5 plus 8 is 13. Plus 1 is 14. Carry the 1 up top. 1 plus 2 is 3. And 2 plus nothing is 2. So the answer to this is 2,340, or I could put a comma, 1, 2, 3, comma, and I could say 2,340. Oh, that's cool. 2, 3, 4. Get it? All right. Erase your board. Do you want to do another you do, or a you do, or do you want to do another we do? We do, we do, we do. All right, let's do another we do. I like the we do's. Let's do 87. Whoa, that's a big number. Times 65. All right, go ahead and write that on your board. Draw your rectangle. And how are we going to break this apart? 87. Really, this is expanded form. Remember we talked about that? Is 80 plus 7 equals 87. And 65 is 60 plus 5. There, I did both of those. I don't know why I crossed them out, just to help me understand that I already did those maybe. I'm drawing the lines inside my grid. You could call this a grid. All right. 80, 60 times 80. Meet in the middle. 6 times 8 is 48. And how many placeholder zeros? 1, 2. 2 placeholder zeros. You got it. All right. We have 60 times 7. Meet in the middle. 6 times 7. Oh, that's one of those hard ones. 6 times 7 is 42. And how many placeholder zeros? 1 placeholder zero. Great, because it's over here. There's no 0 here. All right. So far, so good? Okay, let's keep going. 80 times 5. Meet in the middle. Ooh, don't get tricked on this one. 8 times 5 is 40. But remember, this is not a placeholder 0. This was part of the product of 8 times 5. So how many placeholder zeros do we need? We have 1 placeholder 0 because there's no 0 over here. So I'm going to add that placeholder 0. Okay, don't be tricked by that. And lastly, we're going to do 5 times meet in the middle, 7. You don't have to draw these dots. I'm just doing it so your eye follows it. Some people have trouble with their eye following that. And if you can follow that without any trouble, you don't need to draw those dots. But maybe you want to. So do it if it helps you. 5 times 7 is 35. Okay. Whoa, that's a funky looking 5. Okay. We broke it apart. We multiplied it. It's time to put it back together. You got it. Okay. So 4,800 plus 400. So I wrote this one. I wrote this one. 420 and 35. Add them all together. We have 5. 0 plus 0 plus 2 plus 3 is 5. 8 plus 4 is 12. Plus 4 is 16. Carry the 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. 1, 2, 3, comma, if you want to. So the product of this is 5,655. How you doing? Yeah? Yeah? Remember, we don't do thumbs down because that means we give up. We're not giving up. No waving the white flag. No waving the white flag. Not allowed. All right. Erase your board. Let's do what you do. Let's see if you can do this one by yourself. Remember, if you're struggling with this, you can join me back on the live session, and I will be happy to help you. So 32 times 12. Go ahead, hit pause, solve it, come back and see if you got it right. All right, here we go. 32 times 12. I'm drawing my rectangle. And maybe you want to draw it first like I just did. 30 and 2, 10 and 2. Remember that even if you don't like this way, I want you to try it today. Sushi rule. Don't go off on your own and try some other strategy. Try this strategy today. Okay. 30 times 10. Meet in the middle. 3 times 1 is 3, and I need 1. 2 placeholder zeros. Great. Let's do this one. 10 times meet in the middle. 2 is 20. Do you have that so far? 302? Oh, whoa. 320? Yikes. Okay, how about this one? Let's see, I need pink. 2 times 30, meet in the middle. 2 times 3 is 6, and I need 1 placeholder 0. And then this last one, meet in the middle. 2 times 2 is 4. All right, we broke it apart. We multiplied, time to put it back together. Let's see, we have 300 plus 20 plus 60 plus 4. Yeah, is so far so good? Is this what you did? 384. Yes. All right, one more you do. One more you do. Remember, if you're having trouble, join the live call and I will help you. All right, the last we do is 72 times 63. Or no, sorry, this is a you do, not a we do. This is a you do. So go ahead, hit pause. After you solve it, come back and see if you got it right. All right, here we go. 72, 70 and 2, 60 and 3. Now we're gonna meet in the middle. I like singing that song. 6 times 7 is 42, and I need 2 placeholder zeros. Okay, let's do this one. 3 times 7, 70 is 3 times 7 is 21, and I need 1 placeholder 0. Okay, how about this next one? 60 times meet in the middle times 2 is 12, and I have 1 placeholder 0. And let's do this last one. 3 times 2 is 6. We broke them apart. We multiplied, time to put them back together. All right, here we go. 4,200 plus 120 plus 210 plus 6. Let's see if you got this one right. 6, 3, 5, 4. 4,536. Is that what you got? You are awesome. Fist bump. All right. Good work, good work, good work. Let's get out of here. Let's go back to my slides. Let's see if I can make this happen. Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. All right. And now you're going to get your math books and you're going to go to page 295. Go to Schoology to see what your assignment is. But important, friends, ignore the right side of these problems. Just draw the table and solve, because they have these, they want you, sometimes, let me move myself so you can see my screen. Sometimes the way that they think they're helping you is actually very confusing to some students. So I want you to look at, for example, here's number 4. I want you to just look at this part and then draw your distributive boxes and do what we just did. Ignore this part over here because it's probably just going to confuse you. Okay? All right. If you need help, you know where to find me. Come on back to the live call. Good luck, friends. You are amazing.